Hola a tots, aquí tornem a estar en Mass Effect Andromeda i en el capítol 32 d'aquesta sèrie que serà llarga, sens dubte, perquè és un joc que té una barbaritat de contingut. Tot just hem començat a rascar una mica, hem fet la primera missió important, que si anem aquí al diari veiem que és aquesta, és colonitzar Prodromos. Això ho hem fet a Ios, al planeta Ios, hem aconseguit fer-lo viable i tenim ja la primera colònia. Ara hauríem de tornar al Nexus i parlar amb el director Tan per explicar-li el que hem fet. Aquí ens dona una altra missió prioritària, que és millorar els punts de viabilitat Andròmeda. Concedeixen avantatges que faciliten la teva activitat, perquè com a pionera tu decideixes què és important per la vida a Eleus. Parla amb la directora Addison i el seu ajudant sobre els PBAs, els punts de viabilitat d'Andròmeda, i decideix quins experts modelaran i reforçaran la vostra iniciativa. Això és una cosa que encara no hem tocat. Els punts de viabilitat ens han donat, però encara no els hem gastat perquè no sabem com fer-ho, ens ho explicaran. Aquí de moment res. Aquí a Ios hem de buscar una quadrilla que ha anat a intentar controlar els relictes. Això hem vist un missatge que ens ho deia. Aquí res, hauríem de tornar al Nexus i parlar amb el Nilken, perquè vam estar investigant sobre el seu cas d'assassinat, i hem trobat unes pistes que l'afavoreixen, però també algunes que el perjudiquen, i necessitem aclariments. Vale. Aquesta és una altra missió secundària que hem vist aquí a Prodromos. La família de Darket Tierbian és una turiana que està en estasis. Ens demanen que la seleccionem perquè la despertin del seu bloc de criogènia. Això ja veurem si ho fem. Per cert, hi ha alguna... Vale, i aquí hem de fabricar. Això és una missió també de tutorial, perquè ens explicaran com es fa per fabricar una peça d'armadura. Aquí tenim Ios. Vale, que això s'ha actualitzat després de l'activació de la cambra relicte, que ha canviat la climatologia del planeta. Les partícules radioactives estan desapareixent i a poc s'està facilitant la nostra colonització. S'ha creat Prodromos, la primera colònia, a la conca de la Brisa, amb l'alcalde August Bradley al front. Fantàstic, això és molt bo. I aquí ens diu que hem decidit fundar la primera colònia i que hem decidit que sigui una colònia militar. Això ho vam decidir fa un parell de capítols, quan ho vam fundar, que fos com ho diríem això? Aquest primer assentament una mica fixe, que sigui militar, per defensar-nos dels que de moment hem vist que ens intenten liquidar. En Drac s'incorpora també al nostre equip, Nagmor Drac. O sigui que ara em penso que tenim ja el nostre equip al màxim, tenim tothom. Repassem, tenim a la Suvi, l'oficial científica, en Gil, l'enginyer, la Vetra, que és l'oficial de subministraments, la Peebee, una espècie d'investigadora que està centrada molt amb els relictes. Recordo una mica la Liara amb la seva afició amb els proteans, doncs aquesta amb els relictes. Lexi, que és l'altre Sari, que és el nostre metge. En Liam, antic oficial d'emergències. En Kallo, el nostre pilot. La Cora, la nostra tinent. I en Drac, que és el nostre Krogan guerrer. Aquest és el nostre equip. No està malament. Hi ha alguna cosa que ens falta per fer, que no sé si és alguna cosa d'aquestes, perquè aquí, quan hi ha alguna missió que se'ns actualitza, ens queda, fins que no hi passem i no les seleccionem, no se'n va de... És igual, no siguem... Mirem molt ràpidament això. Jo crec que deu ser aquí. Vale, doncs un cop hem fet això, ens dirigirem al Nexus, però abans d'anar al Nexus hem de mirar de gastar una mica els punts que tenim i de millorar la personalització de la nostra pionera, perquè tenim molts punts per... Què diu?
Good idea. I know I'll need a refresher. Only if you don't know the drill.
Aquesta està aquí?
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bé,
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
per què no?
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
La va fer fora.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me, that's okay?
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Segur que sí. Segur que sí.
Hi there.
Bueno, no tenim res més per
See you
parlar.
later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Ja la vindrem a veure més endavant. Ara que hem tingut una primera conversa. Ja que està aquí la Lexi, què diu la Lexi?
So we have a stowaway.
You mean Peebee?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
A veure, què diu d'aquest?
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
I tant.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Ah, o sigui que té un interès especial?
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Ja.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Is Peebee all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Ja.
Thanks for the insight.
I la resta què?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Sí, uns quants.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
És optimista. Què vols fer-hi?
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or
Sí,
hurt.
ho sabem.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
Thanks for the insight. How did you get into medicine?
Ui, ara què
My
fer?
mum was a dancer on Omega.
Ah.
Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Bueno, a poc anem aprenent coses de la gent. Amb l'ajuda de la doctora o parlant directament amb ells.
Those remnant vaults, all those secrets. Have to go exploring in one someday.
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
Què dius, Kallo?
Hello, Gil? When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Bueno, si ell ho diu... Ja havíem parlat amb ell.
What can I do for you?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it, Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
Cert.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like Peebee. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
Ja se sortirà volant.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip
està.
anymore,
Ja
I'll get
estan
in
tots.
trouble.
Ja estan tots.
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Vale.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Gràcies, Kallo. I anem a parlar amb la Suvi.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
Sí.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
Jo no estic d'acord amb ella, però li direm que sí.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist, as if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
Això és el que estava pensant.
You definitely have an interesting perspective on the interplay between faith and science. I'd really like to pick your brain on that sometime. Maybe over drinks? The Nexus?
I'd like that. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Vale, anem per bon camí. Anem per bon camí.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is.
Sí,
And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for?
Oh, Ryder, you're adorable.
I know.
podem avançar més per aquí,
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist.
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
Cert.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
Sí. Aquesta és la idea.
I'm really glad you volunteered to join our crew, by the way.
I am too. New galaxy and all. I'm honored to be here.
No, I mean, I think you're cute and I like seeing you up here.
Oh my goodness, Ryder!
Also, the accent. The accent is, I mean, it's not the only thing, but, okay, I should just go over there to the piloting thing.
Kill me now.
Ryder, thank you. And so you know, the feeling's mutual.
Yes! I mean, time to pathfind. Serious business. Saving everyone.
Aquesta intervenció d'en Kallo ha estat impressionant. A veure, què ens diuen aquí? Vale. D'acord. Això és aquells que havíem, aquella nau que vam trobar dels científics de la doctora Didana, que s'havien mort. Petició d'ajuda. Investigacions sobre la miasma. Vale. Els temples de Tèssia. Sí que és veritat. Sí. Sí que és veritat, sí. Recordo una mica els temples de Tèssia. Vale. Els comandos secrets, això són els, com es diu això? Els trucos. Cafè a tope. Et deixa fer servir la màquina de cafè de la cuina totes les vegades que vulguis. Ah, però que no, si no es pot. Ah, ignorar temperatura de l'aigua. Ignora la relació habitual d'aigua calenta. Saltar la bugada. Ah. Vale. Aquesta està ja ens ha escrit. Estic encantada que hagin parlat. No et creuries les vegades que he hagut de defensar-me a mi i a les meves creences davant d'altres persones. Reveles un aspecte de la teva personalitat i la gent comença a pressuposar coses. Jo crec en un poder superior, però em dedico a la ciència. Les dues coses són compatibles. És com portar 2 rellotges. Ho podria fer i així no arribaria tard mai. Bé, això ha sonat una mica estrany. Bueno. Envia imatges de fusells i escopetes. Postures de ioga. Estiraments. Bueno. El ioga. Això em penso que de moment és interessant. És interessant, les postures de ioga. Bueno, si ens hagués enviat alguns diagrames es veuria millor. Aquest nucli de dades, això és una cosa que va agafar ell. Aquest nucli de dades és una cosa que va agafar allà a la cambra relicte i guardarà a la seva habitació, o sigui, a la càpsula de salvament. Bueno, vale. I això ja aquests ja els havíem llegit. Vale, doncs, Déu-n'hi-do. Déu-n'hi-do. Aquí suposo que és on està la Peebee, que és on hi havia la càpsula de salvament.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault.
Això que ens ha
If I
dit.
can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Mira, amb aquesta també ens podríem liar si volguéssim. Però no.
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No, I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown, for the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes, I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Vale. Bueno, si aquesta està bé aquí. Per cert, ens dirà alguna cosa més?
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw.
Yeah.
So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt. What drew you to the remnant? Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
Sí.
So, how do you like the team? Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks. What about... Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Kallo and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work. Who's left? Well, there's... Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across? Oh, is it my turn to talk? Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor. You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included. Really good advice. There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari. Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch. You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone. Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think? A certain independence might be helpful, yeah. Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
D'acord.
You're off the hook, Peebee. Good luck with your project. Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Ja tornarem, ja. Vale, doncs jo penso que ja estem. Bueno, no estem, perquè falta encara parlar amb més gent. Però ja ho farem. Aquí hem de mirar si tenim alguna cosa nova. Jo crec que no. El terminal de correu electrònic ja l'hem llegit i no hi ha res nou. Aquí ja està. Aquí podria fer una cosa. Això ho podem canviar. Armadura de moment ho deixarem. Va, podria posar això. Perquè amb Blasto... Sí, no vaig arribar a conèixer realment tota aquesta història d'en Blasto, que era un personatge d'una sèrie que sortia a Mass Effect 3, una sèrie dintre de la sèrie. En Blasto era una espècie, era un Hanar, com ho diríem, una espècie de detectiu o d'investigador Hanar que es va convertir en un espectre. Una història una mica rocambolesca en la qual vam arribar a participar també en un dels DLCs de Mass Effect 3. Però bé, tot això ja ha passat de sèrie. Ara això sí, és un record interessant. Bé, sigui com sigui, deixarem aquest capítol aquí, amb aquest fons del planeta Ios. Deixarem aquest capítol aquí i en el següent doncs, anirem a parlar amb la resta de l'equip. Ja hem parlat amb uns quants, anirem a parlar amb els altres, perquè hem acabat una missió important. I després m'imagino que intentarem començar a millorar una mica el nostre armament, les nostres armadures i tot això. Però tot això ja serà a partir del pròxim capítol. Fins aleshores.